Hey, this is Caleb Alku, and I wanted to talk about the intro hook. Now, the intro hook is something that we use on Upwork that will dramatically improve your response rate. When you send a proposal, most proposals are never even opened. And obviously, if the proposal is not opened, the client will never respond to it. So the goal of the intro hook is to give the client something that they can't resist opening and reading the rest of your proposal. So let's take a look at what I mean. Let me share my screen and show you something that a lot of freelancers have never seen. This is what it looks like from the client's perspective after they post a job and get proposals in. So you can see I posted this job, small site in Shopify, and I received 44 proposals. So when we look at the proposals that come in, what do we see? Okay, so we have the name, we have the title, where they live, their bid, their total amount earned, their job success score, their photo, and the first 240 characters of the cover letter. And that's what we get. So these 240 characters, this is what we call the intro hook. And the goal of this intro hook is to write it in such a way that the client sees your 240 characters and are compelled to open it up. So you have to have something incredibly compelling in those first 240 characters. You can see this light shade of green. This is a job that I posted. I hired someone for it. This light shade of green, these are proposals I didn't even open. Now this best match, that's determined by Upwork's matching algorithm. But what's interesting is if we scroll down, hey, you can check my previous client's feedback, right? That's a terrible line. What a waste of the 240 characters. I don't want to open the proposal and then go look at his previous client's feedback. I want him to tell me in those 240 characters why I should spend more than 2 seconds looking at his proposal, right? And, dear client, how terrible is that? My name is in the posting. This makes it feel like it was a copy paste. So you can see Jason here, that's much, much better. Use the client's name that they have because that's vastly more attention grabbing than dear client. Especially, specializes in graphic design, not the best fit since I want Shopify. Here we go, Shopify expert. In less than 5 days, you can have it running. Can you send me the inspiration website? Certified developer, very interested. Here are some examples of blah. So this one's not bad, but again, it doesn't really have that compelling, that compellingness behind it that makes me really want to open it and see what comes next. What's next in his proposal? What else is he going to talk about? And what's interesting, in the job description, I said I wanted it done in 5 days. So he says, dear client, I can work on your project. I mean, this is clearly a copy paste, not interesting. He's not making use of the 240 characters. The first thing I see is a URL, not super interesting. Again, a waste of 240 character intro hook. A good intro hook is, and look at this one. Hope you're doing well and safe during the pandemic. I know I don't fall under your preferred qualification. I'm sure I can work hard. But I mean, this is awful. He's gone on for the entire 240 characters and not said anything about this job and about me. So the goal of the 240 characters, because your client doesn't care about you, your client cares about them. So your goal in those 240 characters are to focus your conversation on the client's job, and give them an offer. Give them an offer, something of value. That you're going to record a video for them, or that you're going to do the first step of the job, whatever it happens to be. Give them that offer in the first 240 characters. And what I really like doing is ending the intro hook with a statement like, the way we achieve excellent results for our clients is ... So make sure when you're writing your intro hook that you're doing it in Google Docs or Word, something that will give you a character count so that you can watch and you will know exactly when the end of that 240 characters is. And you don't have it cutting off in the middle of a word or something like that. You have it cutting off and exactly a point that's going to get them to want to know what comes next. That's going to get them to need to open that proposal and read the rest of it. The first 240 characters isn't when you ask a bunch of questions, okay? It's when you talk about them, their project, their pain, why they posted this job on Upwork. Clearly they're having issues, they want something done. That's what you talk about in your intro hook. Do that and you'll get many more proposals opened. Getting more proposals opened is, of course, the first step to getting a response and to getting those jobs. So keep that in mind. 240 characters of your cover letter. Those are very, very important. Take a lot of care when you write it.